Hi, my name is Jacob Novak, and I'm an animator at Team KAIZEN. So essentially, my job is to manipulate a digital puppet. Unlike traditional or 2D animation, where you draw every frame, 3D animation and 3D character animation is different because essentially what you're doing is manipulating a digital puppet. And there's a long process to make one of these puppets. Somebody essentially needs to sculpt it out of, think if I were to use the analog of a puppet out of digital wood, then another person needs to come along and make it so I can manipulate that initial puppet. They put in bones, which are basically like screws and joints, and then they also add the string that you might, use to manipulate a marionette puppet, right? But that's essentially where I come in, is I pull on these controls, which are often sort of like kind of a neon color that surround the digital puppet. And that's what I do. I manipulate it. And when you look at one of my animations, you're looking at 1,000 of these manipulations, and then each of these manipulations is also saved in a timeline. So if I were to move an arm, or with the character that I was working on, BOP, the bird, if I were to move the wing, I would essentially keyframe a manipulation, and if I wanted to move it up, I would then go forward in the timeline and manipulate through the controls that wing to go further up. And so that's what you're looking at when you see an animated character, is 1,000 of those little manipulations that are in sequence with one another. And it was a joy to work on a character like Bob because, he gets to be a little bit extra, and he's playful, and he's goofy. So it's very much, you're also an actor as an animator. You're trying to bring a performance to a character. And I'm really happy to be working with them.
All right, let's go. Good job. Good job, team. What a show.